Hey guys, Randy here, coming at you with a fidget spinner review. I know that I have published a couple of videos today that were non-fidget spinner related, and I know you guys like to see fidget spinner reviews from seeing all your nice comments and support. I really appreciate all your supportive comments, you know, whether I'm doing fidget spinners or other stuff, trying to get my viewership up, finding new audiences. You know, one thing that I've noticed is that in general, the number of views on fidget spinner reviews is going down. I don't know if it's because people are going back to school, or if it's because the fidget spinner craze is going away. Anyway, one of my favorite channels, iLuvTrading. It's iLuvTrading. iLuvTrading. Giving him a big shout out. I really wish I was as professional as he is. He seems like he has so much fun doing his reviews, and yeah, I just like his channel. He just did a review of the Mateminco flame spinner. I'm sure you guys don't remember it, but I did a review of it quite a while back, several months ago, I believe, at least several weeks ago, and I gave it away. He was kind enough to leave a comment on my channel saying he was about to review it, and he got like almost 8 minutes of spin time on this thing. It's a monster. So I told him that I would give him a shout out to let him know, let you guys know that he did a review. He actually got two. I got one from Banggood. He got two. They gave him two, but then again, he has like 150,000 subscribers, and I have 7,600 and something right now. So I can see why they would send him two or multiples, or even give away several to his viewers. Some of his spinners, the companies that send them to him agree to send out the spinners for him, as opposed to the way I do it, which is normally I have to pay for the shipping and sometimes pay for the spinners. Anyway, Banggood on his channel, or Banggood, his supplier, they agree to send out so many spinners. He sends them your name and address, and they mail out the spinners for him. So yeah, that's what happens when you become as popular as he is. Anyway, that's just a little tip for you too, for you future YouTubers or product reviewers or spinner reviewers. Anyway, let me get back to this. I wasted enough time blathering, and hopefully, you know, you guys will keep supporting me. You'll watch all my videos. Whether you, I can actually understand why you wouldn't watch some of the videos. If they don't appeal to you, I understand. So hopefully you will put up with my videos. That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping you will put up with my videos that are non-spinner, since this channel was really dedicated to being spinners. But as I was doing my some cleanup operations today, I ran across this box of stuff that was on my table before the hurricane hit. This was spinners and things, spinners and fidget cubes, things like that. And I just wanted to dump them out and find something to review. Some of the stuff I have reviewed before, some of it I have not. I have forgotten what is what in all the hurricane mess. Let me get that out of the way. I'm pretty sure I have reviewed these glitter spinners somewhere in the past. See, I'm very certain that I reviewed these little guys right here. These are not full-sized fidget cubes. They're, I'm not sure how much smaller, but they're a little bit smaller. I had a little mini cube. It was so cute, about that big around. I mean, the size of a dime. It was, and of course I gave it to a girl. The cubes really don't appeal to me. I don't fidget with them. They're cute. They're fun. I like the colors. I like the shapes and stuff, but I just don't mess with them. They don't give me the same type of feedback that a spinner does. See, oh, look, I'm pretty sure I have not reviewed these spinners. I don't know if you can see them or not. I can come over here in this as well. If you notice this, let me dig around and find them. Let me, get this stuff out of the way. Oh, there's a blue one. See, there's another one of the little cubes. And there's a red and I guess I'd call it raspberry. What would you call it? Raspberry? Or would you call it hot pink? Or raspberry and white. Anyway, I'm getting distracted as usual. And see, there's the part to this spinner. That's the part to this spinner. Because they were a spinner I was searching for right after I saw all these spinners that were coming attached to iPhone cases. I'm like, that's really nice, but what do you do if you don't have an iPhone? And I contacted one of the Chinese manufacturers that I work with, that I have actually bought stuff from, and said, hey, you know, why don't y'all come up with a fidget spinner that is a combination of a pop socket and a fidget spinner, like the one with the iPhone case. And they were not interested in it whatsoever. And they sent me back a thing with just, why don't you buy a whole bunch of these iPhone cases with fidget spinners mounted to the back of them? And I'm like, but I don't have an iPhone 6. That was the case style, iPhone 6 case style. And I was also thinking, you know, well, you know, iPhone is going to put out a new iPhone like every 6 months to a year. Why? These cases are going to be obsolete, you know. So I'm not going to buy 100 cases from you to try to sell it to flea markets or online if they're going to become obsolete really quick. And it'll be hard to find people who want that case. So this type of spinner actually lets you let me get these on camera. These will actually let you swap it from case to case. It's a universal fidget spinner for your iPhone or your Android phone or iPhone. Doesn't matter, as long as you have a flat surface to stick it to, which I will do just in a second here. Let me show you one of these close up. It's just a regular fidget spinner. Let me see, compared to my zombie laughing walrus spinner here. Let's see the size comparison. It's just slightly smaller, So show you that one there, and let's see. I've got the, there's the blue base for it. There's the blue base, and let's see if I can keep that in camera and stare at you guys. It's got a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-sided cap on it. If I can get it up there in the camera for you, let you sit on that side too. And let's see if I can get it to snap into place. There it goes. So it does snap into place. So it's not a pop socket, it's just a base. I wish it was a pop socket style with a little accordion that pulls out. I didn't bring my phone in here. I do have a knockoff pop socket on my phone. So, but look, you can hold it with the base and the little pad up on top with no problems. And this is what I wanted to show you. For you guys that are aspiring YouTubers, this phone is where it all started for me. This is an old LG that I had back in 2012, 2013. I think 2014 is when I bought my LG G4. I'm not sure exactly what year it came out, but this is what I started out with. I'm not even sure what model LG this is, but this is, if you go back to my very first 6 months of making videos, or a year maybe even, other than the very first 2 videos I have posted, which were shot by a friend of mine, the ones that show me being wheeled back into the hospital room after my weight loss surgery, the ones that come after this were made with either this thing or an iPad mini. So you don't have to have the best equipment in the world. This phone was several years old when I started using it. The only reason I really gave it up was because the storage capacity on it was limited. The battery life was limited. This thing was really getting overheated big time when I would shoot my videos. And I have to be honest, I just wanted another phone. I wanted a phone with a better camera and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm going to pull that back off here. I'm going to see if I can't pull the caps off. Once again, I'm having I'm having problems with the caps. That's becoming a problem lately. I may have to go to some type of therapeutic school or training academy to get it learn how to take the caps off properly. This is, the caps do slide back and forth. I'm sure you can see that. I'll put it over here. you can slide it back and forth a little bit. That may be the bearing moving. Anyway, I can't tell what type of bearing it has on it. I actually bought these off AliExpress, AliExpress.com. See, it's got pretty good flickability. My finger fits in there very nicely. Like compared to this one, this bigger one. I'll show you this one. See, this one has more finger space in there for the flicking. So that one does flick nicely, but this one flicks nice too. See if I can do it from the top. See, top flicking. I can go forward with it, but not reverse. My fingers are just get in the way. They're just too big. Anyway, where was I? I'm getting off on these stupid tangents, and I tend to go off on these little side tracks of information that most people probably won't even give a crap about. There's the back side, the sticky side, and so I can hold him under here, or actually hold him up here. I'm not sure which would be better. This phone has the better camera, so I am trying to peel off the sticky backside. There it goes. Oh, it's clear. It's actually transparent. I thought it was white, so lucky me. So I'm gonna try to put it right there in the center. There, it stuck pretty good. Although I don't think that this white and blue combination is my favorite color combo. Of course, I'm gonna like the black one when given a choice. Let's see here. Get this back down here and pop him back in there. It should snap into place once I get the little edges lined up. Whoops. See how hard it is to get it in there. Oh, it didn't pop. I mean, I didn't hear it snap, but I felt it. Oh, there it goes. There goes the snap. It doesn't take much pressure, but you do have to get those little edges lined up properly. Now, the problem is I'm used to holding my camera like this with my fingers under the pop socket, and since this one does not expand out. Let's see here. You can hear it. You can kind of hear it rubbing on the base. And like I said, you can, I'm going to pull it back off here and adjust it, because you can push the finger pads back and forth a little bit to give them some clearance. And so I got it, I think, maxed out. Oh, doggone, I got my finger in the way. Anyway, hopefully you can see that this side is just slightly further out than this side. So I slid it as best I could. And this time, instead of pressing on the lobes of the spinner to get it aligned and snapped into place, I'm going to press on the cap and see if that'll work. And do yourself a favor, do not put your fingers on the screen when you're trying to press this thing in. Put your fingers on the edges of the frame. Don't crack your screen trying to do this if you happen to get these. I've only seen these on AliExpress.com, and it did take about a month, 3 weeks to a month to get them in. No, it's not as bad as it was, but something in there is rubbing. See, I did raise the spinner up a little bit that time. So now I got clearance. The only problem is, I'm pretty sure that every time I go to put this spinner back onto the back of the case, it is going to rub again. So I'll have to wind up pressing the cap and pulling up on the spinner just a little bit to make sure that it works. I can hear it makes a little bit of noise. It's gonna, people sitting nearby you, they're gonna be annoyed by that if they aren't talking. If someone's talking around you in normal conversation tone levels, I do believe it'll be just fine, that no one's going to notice. Although I do miss being able to put my fingers under there to hold the camera steady and take photographs. I mean, I can do it, but it's going to take some getting used to. So let me pull it back off. There. It popped off. It was snug on there, so it's not going to just fall off anywhere. I'm pretty sure that, like me, when I've had this on my right-hand side, my right hip on my... if I had this on my hip, it'd be on the right-hand side, which means that when I got in the car, put on the seatbelt's going to hang on this thing and rip it right off. So that's one drawback for me. Although I do like them. I think that's very, very cute little spinner. I like it a lot. I just wish it was expandable like a regular pop socket. And I would probably put it on my LG G4 case, and I would put it on my other hip and get used to it. But since it does not expand, and I do like that expanding pop socket more than the spinner, I'll just carry one of these in my pocket and then keep my phone on my right hip where I'm right-handed, so it's always easier to grab it with my right hand, and I just automatically slide the pop socket, or expand this pop socket out, and and start using it. It's just a habit now. It's muscle memory now. I've done it so much, so often. So it would... I'll let this little guy run. Hope you like these. Let's see. Let's try the black one. Let's see what the black one looks like. I was so busy yakking that I didn't think about that. The black one. So it has the same base, the same black base to match it. And actually, I think I bought two of each color that they had: black, blue, and red. See, here's the red one. It's kind of, they pull the base off of it. I was fooling around with that sometime in the past and stuck the base on it because they all must have come in these little plastic bags, as far as I can tell. Because I have 3 that are unbagged and 3 that are bagged, so I must have unbagged them, and then just as I was preparing for the hurricane, I just threw everything in boxes, thinking, "Hey, I'll remember where that is," and sure enough, I didn't. Let's see. So I think I like the black with the red bearings myself. I think it makes a cool color combination. And these things, they feel like they're going to spin for a while, probably a minute or a minute and a half. At least a minute, I would think. Very smooth spinning. There's some feedback to them, some little bit of feedback. It's not the same feedback I'm normally used to. I don't feel the bearings inside kind of ticking, like tick, 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 or banging together or anything like that. It's just I feel movement. That's what I feel. It's not silky smooth the way I prefer things to be, but I think that's a pretty good spinner option, especially if you like your spinners to be attached to the back of your phone. I think it's a really cool idea. It's almost where I would like it to be now. If I can just find somebody who will go for the idea of mounting one of these on a pop socket. But I guess that's really going to depend on whether or not these things stay in favor or not. Since the numbers of views in general that I've been seeing across the board on a lot of the channels I follow, they seem to be dropping, especially like Incredible Science. I mean, if you watch Incredible Science's channel, normally he'll get like 100,000 views on his spinner videos in just a matter of a few days or a week. And I've noticed that he has stopped doing spinner videos, and now he's back down to like 1,000, 2,000 views after a week on one of his videos. So I'm waiting to see if he posts another fidget spinner video and see what kind of response, what kind of viewer response he gets. Anyway, those are the fidget spinners and the little backs to them. Let's see, there's a black one. The blue one is on the back of my phone. I almost forgot about that one. Let me put these little guys in my hand so you can get a kind of a size comparison and how it's mounted on the back of my phone. Let's see. There you go. I think it's a really cool idea. I wish they would have come out sooner, before the spinner craze kind of faded a bit. I'm hoping that spinners do not go away. They are fun. I really do believe that they help some people with their need to fidget and let them, allows them to sit still and just get stuff done. You know, I use these myself whenever I'm sitting around thinking about a problem. I'll sit there and I'll fidget with this, and it does help me to a certain extent to sit still and stay focused on something. So yeah, that's it. See, these right here, I think I've already done reviews on those, but I'm not sure. I may or may not have. Anyway, you see all this stuff here? It's just a box of spinners and related fidget items that I have just thrown together pre-storm. And I've got a couple more boxes just like this that are just laying around somewhere, and as I slowly get my house back in order, I will show you the spinners. And as always, I still have my backup spinner. I have this one right here. He's my emergency go-to spinner. This is a very, I guess it's a unique spinner. It's a wild looking spinner. It is a do-it-yourself spinner kit, because it does, some assembly is required, or I should say a lot of assembly is required, and it'll be a tough video to do because I gotta put this thing together. And if I ever run out of spinners or have a spinner video fail when I'm unboxing something, this is my go-to spinner. My backup, just in case. So there, hope you like these spinner videos. Hope you like seeing this box of junk that just got poured out, because that's always fun for me to see just a pile of spinners. I like just seeing a pile of spinners, a pile of fidget toys, and seeing what all is out there, what's available. Yeah. Hope you like this spinner video, and I'll talk to you later.